Hey, everybody, I'm Dr. Seth, psychologist. Today, we are talking about the person in your life who acts morally superior. I think probably most people have someone in their life who plays this role of the morally superior person. And one example is when you happen to tell them about something or maybe something that's going on in your life. Maybe you tell them something that somebody else did, or maybe it was even something that you yourself did. Well, the morally superior person in your life will listen. They will probably cock their head back a bit and wait, pause. A really dramatic pause often accompanies it. And then they will come in and issue their decree. They will let you know why whatever you just shared was sort of ethically wrong or not very sophisticated or high minded. And they will let you know what the more morally superior perspective is that really you and everyone else should have. This is the morally superior person. It may be in any part of your life, your work life, maybe it's someone in your family, maybe it's even somebody in your social circle. Could be somebody in your community, an acquaintance that you have to interact with. But nothing ever seems as superior, as morally superior as this person. They always emerge as the individual who somehow is just highest on the totem pole. Okay. Now, listen, we all know that there are a lot of different types of personalities that can frustrate you, that can annoy you or bother you. But this particular personality type, the highly morally superior person, this can be absolutely maddening. It can be downright infuriating, especially the closer you are in relationship to that person. If it's somebody that, you have to see maybe once a year, or maybe you pass in the halls at work once in a while and you have to have a conversation with, that's one thing. You know who that person is. You know kind of mentally in your head where to put them, how to compartmentalize that person. But if this is somebody that you have a lot of close contact with, that you are interdependent with, that you have to depend on in some way, or they have to depend on you in other ways. And why is it frustrating? What about this personality type is so difficult to deal with? It's because the morally superior person, they are injecting into your relationship, into your interactions, they are injecting a hierarchy and they are higher, maybe even highest on that hierarchy, and they need you and everyone around them to know it. So it's annoying and frustrating because they inject hierarchy into it. And by the way, who needs hierarchies in relationships, right? That's, of course, what you or other people are thinking, part of why this makes this so annoying. Another reason why it's so frustrating is because they rank things. The morally superior person injects rankings into everything. Everything is a contest. Everything that is said or done from somebody else, it gets ranked and filed. The morally superior person is a scorekeeper. Everything is about scorekeeping. And yes, that is annoying to most people. In addition, the morally superior person is judgmental. Plain and simple, there's no two ways around it. The morally superior person judges others. They judge others quickly, easily, and often without a second thought. A lot of times what's healthy is some reflection, some pause, and some taking into account maybe another person, why they may have said something, done something, trying to understand maybe what was going on in their mindset. No, with the morally superior person, things get filed quickly and sometimes even automatically. Judgments are rendered, done, and done. Never another thought about it. And a couple more reasons why this kind of behavior is so frustrating to people. Well, one is because the morally superior person is often hypocritical. Hypocritical. No one is perfect. You're probably thinking in relationship with them, hey, didn't everybody understand this? Isn't that just a given in our lives that we all have weaknesses, that we all make mistakes, that none of us is perfect, that none of us is better than another, that we are all human beings just struggling and trying to figure it out. So this sense that someone in your life, the morally superior person, is just so quick to judge others as beneath them. Yes, it's frustrating, but also people can't really relax, truly relax around someone who is judgmental like that. You can't really truly relax in that person's presence. And that's all I believe as a psychologist people really want is to feel like there's some sort of emotional safety, that they can let their hair down, or as I sometimes like to say, let their hair extensions down, that people can be themselves and don't need to try to erect all these psychological guards and engage in all this posturing. People can just be themselves and that's okay. But here's the thing, it's only okay as long as the people that they're with aren't going to be judging them, writing them off, labeling them in really negativistic ways. And then finally, the last reason that I want to cover why the morally superior person is so frustrating is because this person, they don't really listen to you. They're not really listening to you. They are just waiting to correct you. They are just waiting until you finish to come in with a sort of metaphorical clipboard of sorts after reviewing all the holes in the story or the flaws in the logic, and then letting you know what the problem was, letting you know where someone failed or erred. And people around this type of personality, they get tired after a while. Life is tiring enough. People are busy. Life is demanding in so many different ways. People really look to the people that they're closest to in their life to either add to their life, to be cheerleaders and to be supportive, or if not that, then just be neutral. But whatever they do, people are not looking for anybody to judge them, to weigh them down, to make them feel bad or like they are being evaluated. This is why the morally superior person can be so frustrating to deal with. I'm Dr. Seth, psychologist, and this video is a part of my Psychology of Toxic People playlist on my YouTube channel.